What is up, YouTube? It is Jesse here reporting for GoalNewsTV. Today is episode number 6, and this is the second time I've uploaded in 2 days. No, this doesn't mean that I'm going to be doing daily uploads. It's just another bunch of transfer rumors came out, and I just had to talk about them. I'm sorry if you don't really like the transfer rumor thing, but I got to put the news out there, and a lot of people care about this, so I have to put it out there. So we're going to get started real quick with Wesley Sneijder. Apparently, he is very expensive, and the only way he would stay at Inter Milan is if he took a huge pay cut, and he doesn't really want to do that. And a lot of people can't really afford him because he is very expensive. But the top two are Liverpool and Tottenham. I've heard about Arsenal, but I'm not quite sure if they can afford him. So I'm ruling them out for this one. So the biggest are Tottenham and Liverpool. The next person is David Villa. Apparently he is very unhappy at Barcelona, which doesn't really surprise me because he's a really big player there, and he's a huge name, and they're really just wasting talent having him on the bench or not even playing on the bench. I know he's been hurt, but still, I think the unhappiness grew way before that. So the top people are Chelsea, Man City, and Tottenham that really are trying to go after him. The one that I've heard that is really latched on to him is Tottenham, and I'd like to see him go to Tottenham. I'd like to see what he could do in the BPL. The next person is Falcao. He is either set to go to Real Madrid or Chelsea. I'm not quite sure why he's leaving or anything. I don't with David Villa and Wesley Sneijder. I know why. With Falcao, I'm not really sure why. I think he's been set to leave for a while now, but he's only stayed with them because they've made him. He's just as a thank you for making him as big as he is. So that's the only reason why he stayed with them so far. The next one, not the biggest, but it's a pretty big blow to American soccer. David Beckham has left the MLS and gone to China to a club named Shanghai Shenhua. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but that's just how it looks like it's pronounced. Yeah, I'm sorry if anybody gets offended. I don't know why, but he's brought a lot of interest to the USA with soccer, and I love that. I love that. I'm not the biggest David Beckham fan, but I know he's really good and he's very skilled. But USA just needs that spark to just set the soccer world on fire and just get everybody into it and just love it like I do and a lot of people do. But it's not as big here because we have baseball and football. But I still think that soccer is the best sport in the world, and it's the most popular sport in the world. So I think that it needs to be big in the USA because the USA is it's lacking in skill. You have LA Galaxy and New York Red Bulls and Sporting Kansas City and Seattle Sounders, but there's just not as much there's competition because they're not as good. It's just there's not as much skill. It's not as fun to watch. All it is attacking. A lot of people like that, but me personally, I don't just like all attacking soccer. I like working the ball and possessing, as I've said in other videos. But yeah, what do you guys think about David Beckham leaving? He's been there for 6 years, and now he's decided to leave. I'm not quite sure why, but I'll put a video in the description of where I found it, and there's also an article you can read about it if you really want to. I did read a little bit about it to find out some more information about it, but I didn't find out why he left. I just don't know why he'd leave, but I wish him the best of luck over in China, and I love what he's done for the sport in America. Now this brings us to the question of the day. What do you think about teams that stack their teams? I'm not talking about the usual stacking like Barcelona or just big teams. I'm talking about overstacking their team to the point where they have just people rotting on the bench, rotting talent, and they're wasting talent. Alright, so thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name is Jesse, and this has been Goal News TV, and thank you to all who've been commenting and subscribing. Get that subscriber total up. Thank you guys so much.